Hi, it's Eddie from Pinball LEDs, just showing how to connect the flame speakers to the Godzilla game. So we'll start off at the bottom here, and basically on this plate there's two screws on each side that connect to the monitor. You're going to have to remove those two screws on both sides of the game where the speakers are. And once you remove the speaker, you're going to put the standoff inserts that were provided. So set up all four on each side, and then you're going to insert the provided film. You want the excess to stay on the inside to kind of hold the monitor in place. So that stays there, and you're going to come flush on this side. You might have to trim the top just to fit in, and then put your screws back in to keep your plate into place. All right? And then once you've done the one side, do the opposite side. Keep in mind, underneath you will see that the magnetic strip goes all the way around the bottom and comes up the side on this side. You'll have your connector. I provide usually a 3-foot connector to connect to the opposite side. And then you'll have one connector that's going to go to a controller. In this situation, I'm using this board here. Sorry for the sloppiness, but we were just testing it to see to do some animated lights for the back glass, and I never got a chance to trim up the cables and make them short so that you don't see all these wires here. So in this case, it's plugging into the side here to a board similar to the little controllers that I provide. I'll show a picture of that controller at the end of the video, and that's it. And then you're going to plug into on this board. So the little mini board that I give plugs into this section here. So you'll see a 3-prong plug, and that's where you plug into to get the power. And the little board will do the 12-volt conversion to the 5-volt required for the RGB. Once you got it plugged in, it should come on, and you should have this effect. The little white film, try not to make it exactly flat, make it have a little bit of a bubbly effect to it, so that way you get the reflection to give more of a flame look. This is for a blue flame. I also have the red flame files, so I can set it up to either do red or blue, depending on what you like. Let me just close this up. We'll just go back here so you can get the effect of the blue flames. And that's pretty well it. It's pretty straightforward. It's not too difficult to install. And then there's a little app that you can use as well to change the settings if you want. But I usually preset it to the flame, so it will automatically come on to the flames once you plug it in. This is the controller that goes with the flame speakers for the Godzilla. Can also be used for other games. This one has a built-in mic, has your output for RGB, and then on the back end you have your connector that goes to your stern to plug in for your power. Gives this unit 12 volts. There's a converter inside here that converts it to 5 volts, and it also gives you a matrix 5-volt output. So if you need to connect strips or anything else to your games, matrix strips, you're able to do so by using this. So it's a multi-purpose, and it's about 5 amps, so you should be able to run an additional 5 to 6 LED strips and some other lighting on it as well. I currently have this controller in my Rush game. I have about 150 RGB lights in 3 separate circuits, all being controlled by this controller, and it works solid. I've had it for 6 months. So just giving an example of what you can do. There's also, if you see on the back here, there's the plug that you could plug to USB directly to your computer. This is open source programming. So if you know what you're doing with this stuff, you can actually do your own programming and script writing and do all kinds of different mods for your games utilizing this, and then using the RGB output. I also carry 3-foot, 12-foot cables. I only sell them on request, and I do have them in stock.